Hello YouTube, what a trading day today. This is Gold Silver Strength here, and this is a market recap for July 29th, 2020, and we'll be going over the DXY, the three major US indices, the Russell 2000, Bitcoin, gold, and silver. So let's go over the DXY right now. The dollar index sold off. It went down towards, let's see this number, went towards 93, and we can expect to see more of the same in the future. It didn't form any extreme red candles today. It didn't form any long tails, so nothing in the price action wise is telling me that this is going to not stop, and it will continue to go down until some major news or the price action tells otherwise. Moving on to the Dow, it traded sideways today. Though it put on a fractional gain, it's still between the 9-day and 26-day moving average. In terms of price action, nothing specific. Same thing as yesterday, and we can expect more of the same in the future. But something very interesting to note, that as markets trade sideways, it's really charging its energy for a very big move in the near future, either up or down. Right now, the MA cross shows that it is preparing for a bull run, but really you don't know at this point, because if it charges up its energy for a long time, it can go in either direction. So be prepared, but also wait for signals for the next buying or selling edges. On for the Nasdaq, it traded sideways again. It put on a fractional gain, barely touching the 9-day moving average. Unlike the Dow, here I see multiple patterns that could be used for your advantage. So if you want to go long, it's still not too late, but you wouldn't get the best price. And your resistance level here would be around 11,000. So for what it's worth, you still have a lot of wiggle room right here, but at the same time, you are pretty much have a support level right here by the 26-day moving average at 10,400. As for the S&P 500, it traded above the 9-day moving average, and it's getting close to its recent highs right here at 3,280, but it still has highs since March at 3,391. So still very bullish for the S&P 500, and it doesn't look like it's slowing down actually. Onward for the Russell 2000, it traded above the 9-day moving average, and it's looking very bullish. Same like the S&P 500. Again, it's going to test its recent highs right here at 2189, and still it doesn't test its highs at March at 2400. So we're going to look for those levels to be tested, and until then, we'll just wait for the correct buying or selling edges. Bitcoin. Right now, currently, it's testing its previous highs from yesterday and the day before at 11,200. Could we expect it to move higher? It would not be too surprising for me, but what's more likely still is likely to happen, it could fall back down to these support levels down here at the 26-day moving average at 9,500 or at even 9,000. From the past price action bars, you can see that in this one here in April, it made a new high, chopped sideways, and made a new high again, and then fell back. Here, it made a new high, but it went straight down and chopped sideways. Right now, we made a new high, and it's testing the same high. It could chop sideways and continue higher, or it's likely it'll just fall right back down and form a triple top. So right now, would it be a good time to buy Bitcoin? Depends on how risk averse you are you going to miss some gains? Yes, but do you want better trading opportunities or not? And that's a question you should ask yourself. Is it cheap? Still, you can't really make that cheap or expensive comparison, especially when you're comparing very short-term graphs and trading. All you can look at is the price action, and right now it's telling us that it's testing recent highs, which is not that great, and you should wait for a better selling opportunity, better buying opportunity, excuse me. As for gold, it formed a huge doji yesterday, and right now it's currently testing those same highs. So right now it looks like it should continue on this massive bull run. Nothing on the price action bars indicate otherwise, and the MA cross is supportive of this bullish momentum. As for silver, silver formed a huge doji yesterday. First an initial sell-off, then a major roar, and it did more or less the same right now. So we can expect silver to chop sideways here around $24 until it makes its second explosive movement either upward or downward. You can see that yesterday it touched the 9-day moving average, and moving forward we can see it do that. It can also continue to go sideways, but it can also explode upward. So silver is definitely a speculation trade, and it shouldn't be 100% of your calls unless you have long dated expired options, probably a few months or even a year in the future. So that's my recap for silver. So overall, the DXY is under pressure. Everything put on a fractional gain, but nothing too significant to make any strong predictions for going up or down. So right now it's looking as though the markets are preparing for a huge move in either direction, which is a very, very good position if you're a trader. You want more volatility, and right now the markets are charging its energy for another explosive move. So we can expect that in the future, and that will be something that will either make us a lot of money. So I hope this analysis helped you guys, and thank you guys for listening.